Hello everybody. Today we are going to start with um, design of physical files, and let's begin. Files are a collection of logical connected records in RDBMS. Files are called tables. However, the way the files are stored in memory depend on the operating system. Many operating systems allow files to be split into pieces, but the same is transparent to the user. Types of files. A master file is a permanent file of all the data needed by a business. Some of the fields may be regularly updated from transactions. For example, a file consisting of information about customers. A transaction file is a temporary file of all the transactions, items bought, sold, deleted, etc. that have taken place in a given period. It stores data related to day business transactions. For example, data related to daily sales activity. The contents of these files are used to update the master file. Daily sales are used to update balance in the customer file. An archive file is a file of data in permanent storage. Usually, the data is stored for legal reasons or to perform trend analysis. Archive files will contain all information about the past dealings of the business and would normally be stored on a different site to facilitate recovery in case of a disaster such as fire. An audit file is a file that does not store business data but data related to transaction log. For example, data and time of access, modification, etc. of data. Values of fields before and after modification, etc. A work file is file temporarily created to hold intermediate results of the data processing. For example, a sorted file of list of customers. File organization. File organization is a physical organization of records on the disk. There are different types of file organizations depending on the organization of records in the disk and other secondary storage. Before deciding on a specific file organization, we should ensure that its application leads to the following: fast retrieval of records, reduced disk access time, efficient use of disk spaces, serial file organization. A serial file is created by placing the record as it is created. It leaves no gap between the records that are stored on the disk. The utilization of space, called packing density, approaches 100% in this case. Examples of serial files are print file, dump file, log files, and transaction files. These files are created one and are not used for addition or deletion or any kind of record search operation. Record searching operation. Sequential file organization. In this organization, the records are physically ordered by primary key to locate a particular record. The program starts searching from the beginning of the file till the matching primary key is found. Alphabetic list of customers is a common example of sequential file organization. Deletion of record may cause wastage of space, and adding a new record requires rewriting of the file. This type of file organization is suitable for master files and is not used where fast response time is required. Indexed sequential file organization. In this organization, records are not physically ordered. Index is created to facilitate searching of records. Index records give physical location of each data record. Indexes are separate files with a link to the main file. This type of file organization is used where faster response time is required. Figure 9.8 depicts indexed sequential file organization. Product number, name, type, price. So here you can see an index sequential file organization. Then hashed file organization. In this organization, records are physically ordered according to hashing algorithm. The address where each record is stored is determined using Hashing algorithms. Figure 9.9 depicts an example of a hashed file organization. The following is a typical hashing algorithm. Uses a field in record called the hash field, generally the key field, divides by prime number known as hash function, produces record address called the hash address. So here we can see the hashed file organization, and here we come to the end of here we come to the check your progress 4. Okay, and one more part is there. Okay, then it will be completed. Okay, which we will cover in our next session. Okay, so thank you, and till then keep exploring.